Welcome, Mr. Mike Mexicano. How you doing, man? You're team now.
Welcome.
But when Mike gets into the studio every single time, every single morning after a match, he's a wild beast, especially if his team won.
No. I don't do that. I don't have a team, by the way.
Oh, really?
But I chastise. I have some other people I want to give a big shout out to.
Yeah, they're coughing in the background. They're good.
Olaika, a big shout out to you, Igwe Ogidi. Let's be sure that we know that it is you. Also, a very big shout out to my other people, Taiwo.
Taiwo, where are you, Taiwo?
Big shout out to you, Jumo.
This is because they lost, yeah?
No, they didn't lose.
What?
See, lose is another thing. When they lay you and flog you like this, they flog them, they didn't lose.
So
big shout out to Habib also. All the other, well done. Are you okay? I'm surprised I saw them at work today.
They should have taken leave,
because what happened yesterday was quite serious.
3-1 defeat.
Yes, at home. London Bridge has fallen down.
Wow.
The bridge just scattered anyhow. It was quite interesting because, you see, prior to this time, they'd already lost to Brentford, 4-1. Also at home. And so they added the ginger. We're going to beat Madrid. Beat me, my friend. Also, he was also shouting that that they are going to kill Madrid. Now, next thing, after they lost, Madrid is the biggest club in the world now. Well, if you lose, losing, you people are out. Just you can't beat them.
But what do you think? However, was responsible for this consecutive loss? Let me put it like so. Especially for how big that. I mean, 3-1 is not something you say we made a small error.
Is there fans in Nigeria that cost it?
You people are using all the time to bet. That's why. You're not praying. You're betting.
If they squeeze your face and they beat you. But we'll talk about more on that, of course, tomorrow when we get to the big game and all of that. Yeah. So, but yesterday, due to the rain, quite a lot of accidents.
Oh, yes, exactly.
The wind and then the traffic situation. But it just goes to say how much we are not prepared. Look at how small winds. Now, you talk about countries who have hurricanes, tornadoes, and all of that. You know, they build structures with these kind of things in mind, but it shows how unprepared we are for natural disasters.
I saw a video, I can't remember exactly what part of Lagos it was in, but it was a video of, you know, the really big billboard.
Yeah, that was Oregon,
exactly.
Abiola Way.
Boom, there. And it had come down.
It came down.
And it caused accidents and all of that.
Like, yes, the wind was much, but
it wasn't that much at all.
I don't expect something that should be, you know, but then we look at the base and all of that.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Exactly. So I took a look at the base inside of the video, and I'm like, now, I can't believe that little structure, I mean, that whole entire structure was being held down all these years with just that little, whatchamacallit, I don't know what you want to call it, but at the base, it didn't look like it was fastened.
It didn't look like that. And then the surrounding soil, erosion and all of that is not as strong as it can hold it. So even if it's solid, what is it built in? What is holding it? So when the surrounding area is not strong enough and it has eroded, then it's going to be very easy, no matter how strong it is. It's going to fall.
I'd like to think that the state government has been actually preparing for the rains, because I've been seeing them digging out the gutters and everything. I wanted to congratulate them, but then I realized that you dig it out, you put it by the side of the road.
What is with that?
And then it goes back inside of the road.
I really want to understand. Wow, I don't get what is in their mind.
I don't know.
You dig it up, you put it by the mounts by the side.
For who?
And then you don't take off the mount, and then they go back inside. I don't get.
If you're driving from Oshodi all the way till the foot of the 3rd Mainland Bridge, you'd notice that that's exactly what's happened. They've dug out they've dug out the drains and put the mounds just by the side of the road. Coming this morning, I think each morning I'm coming, the mounds are reducing.
Are reducing?
Not because it's been carted away or anything, but because I think it's just channeling back into the gutters, into the drains.
Yes, now it will. When the rain falls,
you waste so much money putting people to work to do this, and then you come back and you have to do it all over again. So it's
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's So we see them, and then there's a lot. It's on the road at times. So if it's on smaller roads, what happens is that you don't have two cars cannot go in at the same time. It's no longer dualized. You understand? You just have to go one car a bit. So there's just a lot. It's restricting movement. It's a waste of effort. It's a waste of money. We can and should do better.
We do. In any case, if you're on that route that I'm talking about, or that I spoke about just now from Oshodi, right after Oshodi, there's a truck that's lost all of its cargo, or most of its cargo. I don't exactly know what it is, but I think it's marble. I went over one of those marbles today. Yeah, I should reduce my speed in the mornings. And it slid. Wow. So please be careful if you're doing that, because, I don't want anybody experiencing that. Maybe because I'm very experienced at driving. That's why I was able to.
So when you sleep, what actually happens?
So if you go over it, you're shocked, and then you step on your brakes, and then you slide on the marble because it just does that.
Oh, wow.
Just slides.
So it's
marble
like
slippery.
your brake doesn't have as much control as you expect it to have.
It will get control over the marble, but marble over marble slides. So that's what happens. So yeah, just be careful out there, especially if we're counting yesterday's rains as the beginning of the rainy season.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it looks like...
Yeah, it's like we're going to have plenty of rains come our way. So you have to be really prepared. Clear out the drainages. Please, and people, stop tossing stuff out of your car. It is not right. Don't do that. Think about the environment. All these gutters filled with paper or nylon bags or, bottle.
I think that was some years back, a year or two back, when I saw this. I think it was Surulere, where you need to see it looked like confetti.
Yeah.
On the water, but it was confetti made of takeaway. It was mostly takeaway packs. I don't know.
I think I know that video.
You guys like eating too much.
I know that video.
Takeaway. It was so colorfully dirty.
Yeah. Do you remember the rains from a couple of years back that they had to start using boats to ferry people outside of their homes, inside of Surulere? I think back on Aguda, if I'm not mistaken.
I saw. I can remember the one where someone was kayaking in front of the Galleria.
Yeah, that was on the island. I can remember
that one.
Yeah. What causes all of these? It's your takeaway packs, all of your nylon bags, and all of your bottles and everything inside of drainages. And that video came from that year. I think one such video as well was from that. Rain came down, and then everything came out from inside of the gutters and all. And then, where does it go?
I don't know. It just gets back onto the road and all of that. It's really a problem. It's really a problem. I feel like it's so bad that almost nothing is working on any point in time. I'm like, we really need to do better as individuals, and then as a government, there's some kind of things that are the response. Because, okay, now think about it. Like, we're talking about the mounts. What do you expect an individual? I was thinking, what can I do? But
if it's a collective if it's a collective, every single person, a reorientation of society.
If we come out on a Saturday morning, I remember when we used to have environmental sanitation.
And I think that used to help.
That used to help, really.
So
I don't know why we stopped environmental sanitation.
It wasn't like it was stopped, actually. It was, the compulsion was removed. You don't have to.
Exactly. Because now there's something they do on Thursday mornings, which is in markets or lock-up stores. They are supposed to clean it. I don't know. But the point is that you don't move. You don't actually go in. You're not supposed to open. How do you clean what you don't open? So I don't know. It is antithetical, because I think about it. It's supposed to be sanitation.
So that's what that's for.
Yes, it's supposed to be. It's called a sanitation.
The marketers are not going to market. They're not going to sanitize anything.
From 7 to 10, you're not supposed to. So, but how do you clean the shop if you don't open it?
So that's the point. They take it as a holiday. Nobody.
So that's just what happens.
Just stay back.
So you lose 3 hours. You understand? You're not talking about the economical loss.
That affects
exactly the commercial loss, and these stores are not cleaned. So what's the point? So growing up, we used to have that compulsion. So environmental sanitation, everybody had a responsibility, everybody to come out and clean it. And I think it worked. Okay, people are talking about how, we should be left free to do what we want to do. But if we cannot handle freedom, then let us go back to the place where we're being told what to do. Because then everybody will come together and say, okay, let's make sure that my environment is clean. And then at the end of sanitation, you have sewage trucks who come out to pick up what everybody took out from the houses.
You grew up in the 80s and the 90s. That's the utopia.
That's
right now, it's not the same thing.
So we should go back to that, I think.
Yeah. In any case, we're talking about the weather since, so let's already let you guys know what's coming out for today. Do stay tuned. We'll be back after this very short break.